I don't know how long a day is. I know the sun comes. I know it goes. I know the door opens sometimes when the sun is high, and sometimes when it's low, and sometimes not at all. Today the sun has moved 3 times across the kitchen floor. I've followed it. First it touched my water bowl, then the edge of the rug, then the corner where my ball is. The small red ball with the squeaker that doesn't squeak anymore. I'm waiting by the door. My person will come soon. He always comes. The floor is cold against my belly. But I don't want my bed. My bed is in the other room, the soft one that smells like me and like him, where we used to lie together in the evenings when the light came from the box on the wall and his hand would rest on my side, warm and steady, rising and falling with my breathing. I don't go there anymore, because what if the door opens and I'm not here? What if he comes and I'm not waiting? I've made that mistake before. Once, maybe 2 sleeps ago, maybe more, I fell asleep in the bedroom. I woke up to sound, a small sound like a key, and I ran so fast my claws scraped the wood, and when I got to the door it was closed and the house was still, and I barked and barked until my throat hurt, because maybe he'd been here, maybe he'd opened the door and seen I wasn't waiting and left again. I won't let that happen. So I stay. The light is different now. Orange. It comes through the window at an angle and makes long shadows. This is usually when he comes home. This is when I hear his footsteps in the hallway outside, the particular rhythm of them. Heavier than the neighbors, slower than the woman who walks the small dog that barks too much. I know his footsteps the way I know his smell. I lift my head. I listen. There are sounds outside. Voices. A door closing, but not this door. Someone laughing. A car starting. Not him. I put my head back down. My stomach hurts. Not the sharp hurt from when I ate the thing I found under the couch. The thing that made me sick. This is different. Hollow. Empty. Like there's a space inside me that should be filled, but isn't. The food bowl has been empty since, I don't know, since before the last sleep. Maybe 2 sleeps. The water bowl is low. I drank from it this morning when the sun first touched it, and again later. But I'm careful now, careful not to drink too much, because there's no more water, and he'll bring more when he comes home. But until then, I need to be careful. I learned to be careful. The first day, the day he didn't come home, I wasn't careful. I drank all the water because I thought he'd be back soon. When the bowl was empty and he still hadn't come, I felt scared in a new way. Thirsty scared. So now I take small drinks. Enough to make my tongue less dry. Not enough to empty the bowl. Good dogs are careful. Good dogs wait. I'm a good dog. He tells me that. Told me that. Tells me that. He says it when I sit before he puts the food down, and when I bring the ball back, and sometimes just when I look at him. Good boy, Max. Such a good boy. The words themselves mean nothing. I don't know words the way he does, but I know the sound, the warm sound, the shape his mouth makes, the way his eyes get soft. I know what good means. It means his hand on my head. It means food in my bowl. It means I did the right thing. So I wait, because waiting is what good dogs do. When he comes home, he'll see me here waiting, and he'll make that sound, and I'll know I did it right. The orange light is fading now. The shadows are longer. This is past when he usually comes. But sometimes he's late. Sometimes the door opens when the house is dark and I've been sleeping. Not deep sleep, never deep sleep, but the kind where my eyes are closed but my ears are still working. And I jump up, and he's there, and he's tired, and he smells like outside, like smoke and strangers in other places. But he's here, and that's all that matters. So maybe tonight is a late night. Maybe tonight is one of those. I shift my position. My hip hurts. It's been hurting more lately. A deep ache that gets worse when I lie on the hard floor. But the floor is where I can see the door best and hear the hallway best and be ready. Being ready is more important than being comfortable. I think about the last time I saw him. I've thought about it many times. So many times that I'm not sure anymore what's memory and what's the dream I have when I do sleep. The one where he opens the door and everything is exactly as it was. He was rushing. He's rushed before. Sometimes he moves fast, grabbing things, his energy high and scattered. And I know to stay out of the way. That morning, it was morning, I think the sun was just coming. He moved through the rooms quickly, opening drawers, putting things in the bag he carries. I followed him. I always follow him. He went to the door, and I sat, because I'm supposed to sit when he goes to the door. And he stopped and looked at me, and his face did something. Something I didn't understand. His eyes were the way they get when he watches the box on the wall, and the sounds coming from it are sad sounds. He crouched down. He put both hands on my face, holding it the way he does when he wants me to look at him. "I'll be back, buddy," he said. "I'll be back soon." His voice was different. Tight. The way it sounds when he talks into the small thing he holds to his ear, and someone else's voice comes out of it, small and far away, saying things that make his shoulders tight. He smelled like worry. I know that smell. It's sharp, sour. It comes off him sometimes late at night when he sits in the dark and doesn't turn on the lights, and the only glow is from the small thing in his hand. But he scratched behind my ears, both of them, the way I like, and he pressed his forehead to mine for just a moment. We'd done that before, many times, a thing that was just ours. And then he stood up. The door opened. The door closed. The sound of his footsteps got quieter, then gone. I waited by the door for a while, the normal amount of time, and then I went to the window and watched the street. I saw him get into the car. I saw the car leave, and then I went back to the door and waited for him to come home. That was, I don't know how many suns ago, more than I can count. The apartment is dark now except for the streetlight outside that makes a small pale square on the floor near the window. I can see the outline of everything, the couch, the table, the bowl. I hear the building settling around me, pipes groaning, footsteps above, a television through the wall, muffled voices and laughter. Other people in other homes, but not here. My eyes are heavy, but I don't close them all the way. I've learned to sleep with them almost closed, just slits, so I can still see the door, still see if the shadow underneath it changes, still see if light comes through when the hallway light turns on. I wait. My breathing slows. In the almost sleep, I can feel his hand on my side again. I can hear his voice. Not the words, never the words, but the sound of them, the rhythm, the warmth. "Good boy, Max." "I am good. I'm waiting. He'll come back." He said he'd come back. The hollow feeling in my stomach is bigger now, but I barely notice it. It's been there so long feels normal. What's harder is the thirst. My tongue is thick. The water bowl has maybe one more small drink in it. I'll save it for tomorrow. Tomorrow he might come, or the day after. People leave and come back. I know this. I've seen it. Every time he left, he came back. Every single time. The door opened, and there he was, and everything made sense again. This time is just longer, but the rules are the same. Wait. Be good. He'll come. The darkness is complete now. The streetlight square has moved across the floor. My head is on my paws. My eyes are almost closed, but I'm still listening, still waiting, still hoping. Somewhere in the building, a door slams. My head lifts, my ears turn. Footsteps in the hall, getting closer. My heart does the thing it does, the fast, hard thing. The thing that happens every time I think it might be him. The footsteps stop, but not at this door. At another door, a key turning, a door opening, voices, a woman's voice, a man's voice, laughter. Their door closing, not him. My head goes back down. The fast, hard thing in my chest slows. I close my eyes a little more. In the dream that comes, he opens the door, and I jump up, and he kneels, and I put my paws on his chest, and he doesn't mind, he never minds. And his hands are on me, and his voice is making the warm sounds, and everything is exactly as it should be. In the dream, he never left. In the dream, I'm not alone. The next morning, I don't get up right away. My body feels heavy, wrong, like it's not quite mine anymore. I try to stand, and my legs don't want to work properly. They tremble. I have to try twice before I'm up. The water bowl. I go to it, and there's maybe one lick left, maybe less. And I take it, and the bowl is empty now. Completely empty. I stare at it. No more water. I go to the bathroom. There's water there. I know there is. In the white bowl that he uses. The one I'm not supposed to drink from. But I'm thirsty, and there's no other water, and maybe now it's okay. Maybe the rules are different when you're alone. I put my front paws on the edge and look in. The water is low. There's not much, but there's some. I lower my head and my tongue touches the surface, and it tastes wrong, chemically, like the blue liquid he uses to clean things, but it's water, and I lap at it desperately, not caring about the taste, just needing the wetness. When I'm done, there's even less than before, but my tongue feels better, a little better. I go back to the door, lie down, wait. The day passes the same way the others have. Sun moving, sounds in the building, hunger getting worse, the ache in my hips spreading to my other joints, a tiredness that goes deeper than just needing sleep. But I wait, because that's what I do. That's what good dogs do. Evening comes, and the footsteps in the hallway increase. People coming home from wherever they go during the day. Doors opening and closing. Lives beginning their evening routines. I listen to each one. None of them are him. My stomach makes a sound. A low, hollow sound. I've heard it before many times now, but this time it's louder. It doesn't hurt exactly. It just feels wrong. Like something is missing that should be there. I think about food. I think about the bowl, the brown pieces that smell like meat and grains, the sound they make when they hit the metal, the way he'd hold the bag high and shake it, and I'd sit, trembling, waiting, because I knew what came next. Good boy. Okay, Max, okay. And then I could eat. I go to the food bowl. Now, even though I know it's empty, I've gone to it many times. I lick the bottom, or maybe there's still a taste, a memory of food, something. There's nothing, just the metal taste, just the smell of empty. I sit next to it for a while, staring at it, as if staring might make the food appear, as if wanting it badly enough might fill it. It doesn't. I walk through the apartment, all the rooms, the bedroom where the bed is unmade, the blankets in a pile. His smell still there, but fainter now, fainter every day. I put my nose to the pillow and breathe in, and there's still something, still a trace, but it's not enough. I want to lie on the bed. I want to bury my face in his smell and sleep and wake up and have everything be different. But I can't, because what if the door opens? What if I'm not there? So I go back to the door. I lie down. I wait. The sun moves across the floor again. Slowly. So slowly. I watch it. There's nothing else to do. It touches the edge of the rug, then the table leg, then the corner where the ball is. I used to play with that ball. He'd throw it, and I'd run and bring it back, and he'd throw it again, and we'd do that until I was panting and happy and tired. And then we'd stop, and he'd scratch my ears, and I'd lie at his feet while he looked at the glowing thing or the box on the wall. I don't play with the ball anymore. Playing feels wrong when he's not here. The light is changing again, getting orange. The time when he should come home. I lift my head. I listen. The building is full of sounds. Footsteps above me, walking back and forth. A child crying somewhere, then stopping. Voices through the walls, muffled. The rise and fall of conversation. I listen for his footsteps. Any footsteps in the hallway make me alert. I've learned the sounds of the neighbors now. The woman in the next apartment has quick, light steps. The man above me is heavy, slow. There's someone at the end of the hall who uses a cane. A tap, tap, tap that's easy to recognize. None of them are him. But I listen anyway. I wait anyway, because eventually the right footsteps will come. They have to. The hunger is worse now. Not just the hollow feeling. Something sharper. Something that makes it hard to think about anything else. I try to distract myself. I watch the window. I listen to the sounds. I think about the good times. But the hunger keeps pulling me back. I get up and go to the kitchen. There's a cabinet low to the ground where he keeps things. I've never opened it. I've seen him open it many times. He pulls the handle and the door swings, and inside there are bags and boxes and containers. Maybe there's food inside. I nose at the cabinet door. It doesn't move. I try again, pushing harder, but it's stuck. I paw at it. My nails scrape against the wood. Still, nothing. I bite the handle and pull. The door opens. Just a little, but enough. Inside, boxes, plastic containers, a bag with a picture of pasta on it, another bag, smaller, with red writing. None of it smells like food I can eat. None of it smells like the brown pieces in my bowl. But there's something else. In the back, a can, short and metal and the same shape as cans he opens sometimes for himself. The ones that smell like fish or beans or tomatoes. I pull it out with my mouth. It's heavy. I drop it on the floor, and it rolls, and I chase it and pin it with my paw. It smells like something good, faint through the metal, but there, food. There's food inside. I know there is. I bite down on it. My teeth scrape the metal. It doesn't open. I bite harder. The metal tastes bad, sharp, but I keep trying. I shake it away. I shake the rope toy, whipping my head back and forth. It doesn't open. I drop it and stare at it, and my stomach makes the sound again, louder now, demanding. There's food inside, and I can't get to it. I try again, and again. I bite until my jaw aches. I paw at it. I push it against the wall, and try to hold it steady with my paws while I bite. Nothing. I'm panting now, tired. frustrated in a way that makes me want to bark, to make noise, to do something. But barking won't open the can. I leave it on the floor and go back to the door. My mouth hurts. My stomach hurts. My head feels strange, light, and heavy at the same time. I lie down. The floor is cold. I close my eyes. In my mind, I see him. Not the last time. Not the rushed morning when he left. But before that. A good day. We were at the park. The big open place with grass and trees and other dogs. He threw the ball, and I ran so fast the wind was in my ears, and I caught it midair, and he laughed. That sound he makes when he's truly happy. And when I brought it back, he got down on his knees and held my face and said, "You're such a good boy. You're the best boy." And I was the best boy. I am the best boy. I just need to wait. He'll come back and see I waited, and he'll fill my bowl, and everything will be okay again. The orange light fades. The apartment goes dark. Another day gone. I don't move from the door. Somewhere above me, footsteps. The sound of a television. Normal sounds. Life continuing in other apartments, with other people, other families. But not here. Here there's just me, waiting. The days blur together now. I don't know how many suns have passed. 5, maybe 7, more. The numbers don't matter. Only the waiting matters. The water in the toilet bowl is gone. I drank the last of it yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember. My tongue is thick and dry, like old leather. When I try to swallow, it hurts. The hunger has changed. At first it was a feeling, an emptiness. Then it was pain. Now it's something else. A weakness. A heaviness in my limbs. A fog in my mind. I don't get up as much anymore. I lie by the door and I watch the light move and I listen to the sounds and I wait. But getting up takes effort I don't have. My legs shake when I try to stand. The room spins. So I stay down. I'm still a good dog. Good dogs wait, even when waiting hurts. I dream more now. The line between sleeping and waking is thin. Sometimes I open my eyes and I'm not sure which side I'm on. Sometimes I see him standing by the door, smiling, saying my name. I try to get up, try to go to him. But my body won't move, and when I blink, he's gone. Just the door. Just the empty apartment. Just me. I think about the park sometimes. The grass under my paws. The smell of earth and trees and other dogs. The feeling of running, really running. My body working the way it's supposed to. Strong and fast and alive. I can't remember the last time I felt that way. Now my body is something that hurts. Something that doesn't work right. Something that's failing in ways I don't understand. But I'm still here. Still waiting. Because he's coming back. He has to be coming back. The alternative, the thought that he might not, is something I can't hold in my mind. It's too big. Too impossible. He's my person. I'm his dog. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. You don't leave your dog. You don't just not come back. There must be a reason. Maybe he's stuck somewhere. Maybe he's trying to get home, but something is stopping him. Maybe he's thinking about me right now. Worried, try to find a way back. I hold on to that thought. It's all I have. The apartment has changed. Or maybe I have. Everything looks different now. Dimmer. Hazier. Sounds are muffled, like I'm underwater. My nose doesn't work the way it used to. The smells that were so vivid, his smell on the pillow, the faint scent of food in the bowl, the distinct odors of each room. They're all fading. Or maybe I'm fading. I don't know anymore. There's a puddle on the floor near where I'm lying. I don't remember making it. I should feel bad about that. He trained me not to do that inside. I was good at that. I never had accidents after I was small. But I can't get up now. I can't make it to the door anymore, even if I tried. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell him I'm sorry. I wish I could tell him a lot of things. That I waited. That I was good. That I never stopped believing he'd come back. That even now, even like this, if the door opened and he walked in, I would try to stand. I would try to wag my tail. I would try to show him how much I missed him, even if it hurt, even if I couldn't. I would try, because that's what you do when you love someone. You try. The light is orange again. Evening. The time when he used to come home. I lift my head. Just barely. Just enough to see the door. I listen. Footsteps in the hall. I know they're not his. I know. But I listen anyway. The footsteps pass. A door opens and closes. Not this door. Never this door. My head goes back down. It's too heavy to hold up anymore. I close my eyes. In the darkness behind my eyelids, I see him. Young. The way he was when he first brought me home. I was small then. Everything was new. The apartment smelled strange. I was scared. But he sat on the floor with me and he spoke in that soft voice and he let me curl up against his leg. And after a while, I wasn't scared anymore. Because he was there. And where he was, I was safe. I want to feel that again. I want to feel safe again. I want to go home. But I am home. Aren't I? This is home. This is where we live. Lived. Live. I don't know anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. My breathing is shallow now. Each breath takes effort. There's a weight on my chest, a pressure, like something is sitting on me. I'm so tired. But I can't sleep. Not really. Because what if he comes? What if I'm sleeping and he comes and I don't hear the door? What if I miss him? I have to stay awake. I have to be ready. Good dogs are ready. Good dogs wait. I'm a good dog. There's a sound. Not footsteps. Something else. Metal on metal. I open my eyes, but everything is blurry. The light hurts. I can't remember if it's day or night. The sound again. At the door. A key. A key in the lock. He's here. He's finally here. I try to stand. My legs won't work. I try again. They shake, collapse under me. I can't stand. But he's here. He's here, and I can't stand. And he'll think I'm not a good dog. He'll think I didn't wait. He'll think. The lock turns. The door opens. Light floods in. A silhouette. Not him. The shape is wrong. Smaller. Different. A woman. A woman I don't know. She sees me, and her eyes go wide, and she makes a sound, a sharp intake of breath. And she steps back. Oh my God, she says. Her voice is high. Scared. Of me. She's scared of me. I don't understand. I'm not scary. I'm good. I'm a good dog. I try to lift my head, try to show her I'm friendly. I'm not a threat. I'm just waiting. But I can't. My head is too heavy. She steps into the apartment slowly, carefully, like she's entering a place she shouldn't be. She looks around at the empty bowls, at the can on the floor, at the puddle near me, at me. Her face changes. Something in her eyes. Oh, no, she says quietly. Oh, you poor thing. She moves closer. I should be scared. She's a stranger. I don't know her smell. I don't know her voice. But I'm too tired to be scared. Too tired for anything except lying here. She kneels down a few feet away. Where's your owner? She asks. Where is he, buddy? I don't know what the words mean, but I hear the softness in her voice. The concern. She reaches out slowly and touches my head. Her hand is warm. I close my eyes. It's been so long since anyone touched me. So long since I felt a hand that wasn't a memory. You're so thin, she whispers. How long have you been here alone? Her other hand comes up, and she's touching my sides now gently. And I can feel how careful she's being. Like she thinks I might break. Maybe I might. Okay, she says. Okay, sweetheart. Let's get you some help. She stands up and pulls out the small glowing thing from her pocket and presses it and holds it to her ear. Hi, she says after a moment. I need to report. I don't know what to call it. An abandoned dog? She looks around, reads something from papers in her hand. Apartment 3B on Maple Street. The tenant hasn't been here in, I don't know how long, but there's a dog and it looks like it's been alone for days. Maybe longer. No food, no water. It's in bad shape. She's quiet listening. No, the door was locked. I'm the landlord. I was coming to do a wellness check. The rent hasn't been paid, and look, that doesn't matter right now. The dog needs help. Can you send someone? More listening. Animal control? Okay. Yes. I'll stay until they get here. Please hurry. She puts the glowing thing away and looks at me. They're coming, she says. Someone's coming to help you. She goes to the kitchen and I hear water running. The sound makes something in me ache. Water. There's water. She comes back with a bowl, not my bowl, a different one, bigger, and sets it down near my head. Not too much at once, she says. I don't know much about dogs, but I know that. Just a little. She tilts the bowl, and water touches my nose, and I lap at it weakly. It's cold. Clean. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. I drink until she pulls the bowl away. Easy, she says. More in a minute. Just easy. She sits on the floor next to me and puts her hand on my side, and we wait together. I don't know what we're waiting for. I only know that for the first time in all these suns, I'm not alone. Someone is here. Someone is touching me. Someone is saying gentle things in a soft voice. It's not him. It will never be him. But it's something. And right now, something is everything. Time passes. I don't know how much. The woman stays with me. She gives me more water, small amounts, and she keeps her hand on me and talks sometimes. Words I don't understand, but that sound kind. Then there are voices in the hallway. Footsteps. Multiple people. The woman stands and goes to the door. In here, she says. He's in really bad shape. I gave him some water, but I didn't know what else to do. 2 people enter. A man and a woman, both wearing matching clothes, both carrying things. They see me, and their faces do what the landlord's face did. Jesus, the man says. How long has he been here? I don't know, the landlord says. At least a week, maybe 2. The tenant. I've been trying to reach him for 3 weeks because the rent was late. No answer. I finally got the legal clearance to enter today, and... Where's the owner now? I don't know. His car is not here. His stuff is still here, but it looks like he left in a hurry. I found this on the counter. She hands him something. Papers. The woman in the uniform looks at the papers, and her expression changes. Oh, she says quietly. Oh no. What? The landlord asks. The woman shows her the papers. The landlord reads, and her hand goes to her mouth. He's in the hospital, the woman in uniform says. This is a discharge notice. Looks like he had a heart attack. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks. I don't know what that means, but I hear the tone. I hear the sadness. The address on this, the uniformed woman continues. It's for a rehabilitation center. He must have gone there after the hospital. So he's alive, the landlord asks. According to this, yes. As of 2 weeks ago, at least. Alive. He's alive. Something in my chest loosens. Just a little. Just enough. Can we contact him? Tell him about the dog. We can try. But right now, we need to get this boy to a vet. He's severely dehydrated and malnourished. He might not make it through the night. They move toward me, and I want to move away. I want to hide, but I can't move. The man kneels next to me. Hey, buddy, he says. We're going to help you, okay? We're going to take you somewhere safe. His hands slide under me, lifting, and the world tilts. I'm in his arms, being carried. The last time someone carried me, I was small, a puppy. He carried me from the car to the apartment. The first day, the beginning of everything. Is this the end? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. We move through the apartment, past the door I've been watching for so long, into the hallway. I turn my head, try to look back, try to see the door one more time. But we're already around the corner. The door is gone. The apartment is gone. Everything I've been waiting for is behind me, and I'm too weak to fight it. Too weak to do anything but let these strangers take me to wherever we're going. The man carries me downstairs and outside, and the air hits me cold, fresh, full of smells I'd forgotten existed. And then I'm being placed in a vehicle on a soft blanket, and the woman is there too, her hand on me, her voice saying gentle things. The vehicle starts moving. I close my eyes. Maybe I'll sleep now. Maybe it's okay to sleep now. Maybe the waiting is over. I wake up in a white room. Everything is white and bright and clean, and the smells are wrong, sharp, chemical, nothing like home. I'm lying on something soft. Not my bed, not the floor. Something else. There are sounds. Beeping. Humming. Voices in the distance. I try to lift my head, and something pulls. There's a thing in my leg. A thin tube. It doesn't hurt, but I don't like it. Easy, boy. You're okay. A person. A woman. Not the landlord. Not the uniformed woman. Someone new. She's wearing white clothes, and she has kind eyes, and she puts her hand on my head. You're at the animal hospital, she says. You've been here for 2 days. You're going to be okay. 2 days. I've been asleep for 2 days? You were in pretty bad shape when they brought you in. Dehydration, malnutrition. Your kidneys were starting to fail. But we've been giving you fluids, and you're responding well. You're a fighter. She scratches behind my ear, and it feels good, but wrong because she's not him. Everything feels wrong because nothing is him. We've been trying to contact your owner, she says. We found the information. He's in a rehabilitation center. He had a heart attack. Apparently, he's been asking about you. They wouldn't let him have his phone at first because he was so sick, but when he finally got it and saw all the messages from his landlord, well, he's pretty upset. He didn't know you were alone all that time. She's quiet for a moment. He can't come get you yet. He's still recovering. He'll be there at least another few weeks. But he wants you to know he didn't forget about you. He's been thinking about you every day. Every day. He's been thinking about me every day, just like I've been thinking about him. The social worker at the center is trying to find a way to bring you to visit him. We'll see. For now, you just need to rest and get your strength back. She checks the thing in my leg, makes some notes on a board, and leaves. I'm alone again, but it's a different kind of alone. Not the waiting alone, not the hoping alone, just alone. The days here blur together too, but differently. There are people coming and going. They feed me small amounts at first, then more. They give me medicine. They talk to me in soft voices. My strength comes back slowly. On the 3rd day, I can stand. On the 5th day, I can walk a little. On the 7th day, they take me outside to a small fenced area, and I feel grass under my paws for the first time in so long, and it makes something in me ache with memory. The park. Running. Him laughing. Being whole. You're doing really well, the kind-eyed woman says. Better than we expected, honestly. You're a tough guy. I'm not tough. I'm just waiting. Still waiting. Always waiting. On the 9th day, something changes. The kind-eyed woman comes in with a man I haven't seen before. Max, she says, someone's here to see you. The man kneels down. He smells like the rehabilitation center, like medicine and clean sheets and cafeteria food. But under that, there's another smell. Faint. Familiar. Hey, buddy, the man says. Your dad wanted to send you something. He pulls out a piece of fabric from his bag. A shirt. His shirt. The one he wears to sleep sometimes. The soft one with the hole in the shoulder. The man holds it out to me, and I put my nose to it and breathe in, and it's him. It's him. His smell. His real smell. Not the fading memory smell from the pillow. He wore this for 2 days just so it would smell like him, the man says. He wanted you to know he hasn't forgotten you. He's going to come get you as soon as he can. I promise. I put my paw on the shirt, pull it closer, lie down with my nose buried in it. And for the first time since the door closed and he didn't come back, I feel something other than hollow. Not full, not healed, but something, a small something, a beginning. 3 more weeks pass. I stay at the White Room place. They move me from the hospital to what they call a recovery kennel. It's a small room with a bed and some toys and a window that looks out onto a parking lot. It's not home, but it's not the empty apartment either. People come to visit sometimes. Volunteers, they call them. They sit with me and pet me and talk to me, and sometimes they walk me in the small fenced area. I let them. I don't have much choice, but I don't really connect with them. I don't look at them the way I used to look at them. I don't wait by the door for them. I don't get excited when they come. I'm polite. That's all. The kind-eyed woman says I'm shut down. He's not bonding with anyone. She tells someone else when she thinks I can't hear. Classic case of trauma. He's just going through the motions. I don't know what that means. I only know that nothing feels right anymore. The shirt helps. I sleep with it every night. His smell is fading from it too slowly, but it's still there. Still real. Still him. On the 23rd day at this place, the kind-eyed woman comes in with a different energy. Okay, Max, she says. Big day. Your dad is being discharged today. He's coming to get you in a few hours. A few hours. He's coming. He's finally coming. Something wakes up in me. Something I thought had died in the empty apartment. I stand. I pace. I go to the door and look out the small window. I wait. And this time, the waiting feels different. This time, I know he's coming. This time it's real. The hours crawl by. The longest hours of my life. Longer than the days in the apartment. Because now I know. Now I'm sure. And the hope is almost worse than the not knowing was. What if something happens? What if he can't come? What if this is another mistake, another false promise, another? The door opens. The kind-eyed woman pokes her head in. Max, she says. He's here. She opens the door wider, and I see the hallway beyond, and there's movement there, someone walking slowly. And then, him. He's thinner than I remember. Older. He moves differently, careful, like he's not sure of his body. But it's him. His smell. His shape. His eyes. He sees me, and his face crumples, and he makes a sound I've never heard him make before, a broken sound. And he's saying my name over and over. Max, Max. Oh God, Max. I run to him. I forget my own weakness. I forget everything except that he's here, he's real. He came back. I reach him and I'm jumping, and I know I'm not supposed to jump, but I can't help it, and he's kneeling, his arms around me, his face in my fur, and he's crying. He's crying and shaking and holding me so tight it almost hurts, but I don't care. I don't care about anything except this. This moment. This reunion. This proof that I was right to wait. I'm so sorry, he's saying. I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't know. I couldn't call. They wouldn't let me. I tried. I tried to get them to check on you, but they said it wasn't a priority, and by the time I could use my phone and I saw the messages, oh God, Max, what you went through. I'm so sorry. I lick his face. His tears taste like salt. I thought I lost you, he says. They told me you almost died. They told me you were in the apartment for 2 weeks alone, and I can't, Max, I'm so sorry. I press against him harder. I don't understand all the words, but I understand this. He didn't leave me on purpose. He didn't forget me. He came back. He came back. We stay like that for a long time. Him holding me. Me pressing against him. Both of us shaking. Both of us trying to believe this is real. Finally, the kind-eyed woman speaks softly. We should probably get him checked out one more time before you go, just to make sure everything's okay for the trip home. He nods but doesn't let go of me. Can I come with him? Of course. He stands slowly, wincing a little, and I stay pressed against his leg as we walk down the hallway to the examination room. The doctor checks me over while he stands there, his hand on my head the entire time. He's doing remarkably well considering, the doctor says. His kidney function is almost back to normal. He's gained back about half the weight he lost. We want to see him again in 2 weeks for a follow-up, but overall I'm very pleased with his recovery. Can I take him home? Yes. Just keep him on the special diet we're sending with you, and make sure he drinks plenty of water. And take it slow. He's been through a lot. You both have. There's paperwork, forms to sign, instructions to follow, medicine to take home. I don't pay attention to any of it. I just stay next to him, not letting him out of my sight. Not ever again. Finally, we walk out to the parking lot. The same car. The one I watched leave from the window all those suns ago. He opens the back door and I jump in before he can even gesture, and he laughs. That sound, that beautiful sound I thought I'd never hear again. Okay, he says. Okay, Max. Let's go home. He gets in the front and starts the car, and we begin to move. I watch him from back seat. I don't look at the window. I don't look at the world passing by. I just look at him, making sure he's real, making sure he's there, making sure this isn't another dream. We pull up to the building, the same building. He parks and gets out slowly and opens my door, and I jump down and wait while he gathers the bags from the hospital, and then we walk together to the entrance, up the stairs, down the hallway, to the door, our door. He unlocks it, opens it, and we step inside. The apartment looks the same, but different. Someone has been here, cleaned. The bowls are gone. The can is gone. The puddle is gone. Everything is neat and ordered and empty, but it still smells like us, like home. He closes the door behind us and sets down the bags, and then he just stands there for a moment looking around, and his face does something complicated. I'm going to sell this place, he says quietly. Get something on the ground floor, somewhere with a yard for you. I can't live here anymore, not after what happened. I don't know what he means. I only know that wherever he is, that's where I want to be. He walks to the bedroom, and I follow, and he lies down on the bed, still in his clothes, exhausted, and pats the space next to him. Come here, Max. I jump up, something I wasn't allowed to do before, but the rules seem different now, and curl up against him. His arm comes around me. His hand rests on my side, rising and falling with my breathing, just like before, just like it always was. I love you, he says. I love you so much, and I'm never going to leave you like that again. I promise. Whatever happens from now on, we handle it together. Okay. I don't know the words, but I know the meaning. I know what promise means. I know what together means. And I believe him. Not because I'm naive. Not because I've forgotten what it feels like to be alone. But because love isn't about never leaving. It's about always coming back. And he came back, even when it was hard, even when he was broken too. He came back. Outside, the sun is setting. The orange light comes through the window and touches the bed. The same light I watched move across the floor all those days. But now I'm not watching alone. Now I'm here, with him, where I belong. He falls asleep first, his breathing evening out, his grip on me loosening just a little. I stay awake a bit longer, just watching him, just making sure. And then finally I close my eyes too. And for the first time in so long, I sleep deeply. No more listening for the door. No more waiting. No more hoping. Just sleeping. Just resting. Just being exactly where I'm supposed to be. Home. The end.